Okay, here's a quick little guide on doing a little bit of crafting and whatnot that people keep asking about. So, the game kind of tells you how to craft. It says, hey, grab an item and put it in there, and then press things, and then you get stuff. But so you probably understand how to do all of that, but what you probably wonder is, you know, what's an effective way of crafting. So for most items you get, you're going to want them to be either blue quality, or just take them all the way back down to the non-magic source, just normal item. And this is so that you're not spending these high-end materials and wasting them at all. So in this case, you just kind of get the magic. If it's a white item or a blue item, you can just kind of spam this orb on it. There you go. It even makes a little noise, let you know, hey, something over here happens. So in this case, proc 3. And now you can just sit here, kind of roll and see if you get something that you like. So in this case, if you like, got stats, minion attack speed, I kind of like those. So I'll throw in these little coins on here. And I do not like sentry install speed, because I'm not using those. So I'll just go back and just recraft again. Let's say you proc something really good up here that you like. In this case, I don't really like the tier 6. But if I did, just come over here, throw a coin on it, see if you get something that you like. You just keep doing that over and over and over again. As soon as you find something that you like, come over here, click on this orb, just hit enchant. So let's find something that we like real quick. There you go, sentry damage at tier 9. Maybe somebody wants that. Sentry critical rate, and then +4 stats. So let's say I liked sentries and this is something I wanted. Come over here and click this, and you get the rest of your stats. You get between 4, 5, and 6 additional stats. Anything, if you don't get the 6 stats, you'll have to come over here and use these, but I don't recommend doing that unless all the stats over here are good. So in this case, we got minion, 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 sentry, sentry, and stats. So not really the best ring, but it did roll 6. So now I could use these and re-roll different stats and whatnot, but that's kind of up to you on if you want to do that. And as you see, it lets you know that there was a tier 10 ability that procced. So it wants to know if you want to still roll on it. In this case, yes. You just keep rolling until you get something that you want. This is a little bit more ineffective in crafting. If you already have 6 slots to roll, and you're over here rolling these, a lot more rare to get rare birth essence. And the rare imbue essence right here is far more rare than any of the blue items that you get over here. So in this crafting method, even though we did get 6 abilities, and that this item is quite rare, it might be worth even just taking this back into a magic item and trying to recraft it all over again, if this is the type of ring that you wanted. Now, I don't recommend doing a lot of this stuff until you get to endgame. And if you're going to level, so leveling, kind of just stick to doing what you need. So like, let's say you're stuck on a boss that you can't kill. Go ahead, roll a few items. So in this case, let's say you couldn't hit the boss anymore. Just roll some hit rating, or if you need some HP. In this case, I'll even throw this on here since, say I wanted HP. This will help me level. If this rolled resistances that I needed for the boss or the area, it would be even better. But just kind of stick with blues when you're leveling. No reason to max out crafting mats and use all your crafting mats on your leveling gear when you're going to be stuck at higher levels past level 70. So just kind of be lax on the leveling gear and just kind of keep it blue. Grab a few stats you need for the area and move on. That's going to be the best for leveling. Now, a little bit more advanced crafting is you're going to find items that are unidentified. And in this case, this is one of those items. This was unidentified. I identified it. And most of the time when you identify an item, you might ask, like, well, what's the point of unidentified items? Well, they usually roll pretty high. In this case, it rolled 3 tier 10s that are all kind of useful. HP, elemental resist, and HP regen. So in this case, I already like all 3 of these. There's nothing else we can really do here. So we could re-roll these essences here and hope that we get higher ratings here, which 162 is possible, 16, and 10. So in this case, I'd want to do that. So let's go ahead and roll an essence. Didn't roll better. Didn't roll any better. There we go, got higher elemental resist. The max. Still want more HP though, right? Almost max HP, lowest elemental resist. So you're gonna have to figure out what you want to do with that. And in this case, I'd come over here and then enchant it into a rare, hope that we get a 6 proc and that they're all good. And if they're not, you can go and do more advanced crafting, such as removing certain attributes here. In this case, if I use this, I'd want the 9 HP regen per second to leave, since it doesn't help my character very much. I'd hope to get a resist here. This would be more useful for me. That's going to be basic crafting. These other mats that you have, where you can increase the quality of them and whatnot, you won't be wanting to use these until late game crafting. This is more just for people to get through the game. Just kind of explaining to you what to do, what not to do, and then what mats you don't want to use. So like these, don't use these while you're leveling. I don't see a reason to try to roll a max stat on a, or select an option while you're leveling. I wouldn't use these. As you see, that very rare. These are very rare. You won't be getting a lot of rare expansion essences. The disintegration essences, more often than I thought I was going to get them. So you can try to re-roll abilities here. But they are rare. And the quality, unlike some other games like Path of Exile, the quality of your item is really hard to get. And that's the basic crafting. More advanced crafting is going to be things like these boss items. Let's say you wanted to roll a special ability on your gear, such as this one, rolled an additional simultaneous abyssling. It also had other good stats. So if you wanted to craft something like this, same method as what I just showed you, you would start off by using the magic upgrade essences, get 3 abilities that you want using the magic birth essences, and the rest of these will help you get there along the way and kind of finally tune it the way you want. Once you're ready, turn it into a rare, hope that you get some good abilities. And let's say you get something that your character doesn't use, you can always use a disintegration essence to hope to get rid of one of the abilities that you're not going to use, and then go ahead and re-imbue the rare imbue essence on it. But that's basic crafting for you. Whenever you're going to craft a boss item, always throw it into the vendor here, then go to your option chance. This is going to show you exactly what this item can roll and what you're looking for. So special items that have boss abilities like this, you can get the mana amplification, simultaneous sentry count. You'll see. So you'll always want to kind of look and see what abilities you can get on this and then try to get that. And that's going to be the basic things for your crafting. Yeah, you got your boss crafts, then you got your basic crafting, and that's going to be the main things for you. Next thing that you might kind of want to go over is just the alchemist. A lot of people get confused about what to do here. While you're leveling in early game, I would just make potions. Just get the alchemist up, get your XP up. And then other than that, you're just going to be throwing skill runes in here and hoping that you proc new skill runes. So let's say you wanted to get javelin abysslings. Well, you can't get these unless you randomly roll them here. So you can throw in normal abysslings, a totem, and just some other ability that you have. Hit craft and hope that you get the new ability that you're looking for. Same thing goes for most things in the game, such as your normal link runes, your magic link runes, And the unstable link runes, if you wonder what these are for, they're just to fill a slot. So if you have some blue abilities that you wanted to get rid of that you no longer use, you can throw them in here. Blue ability in here too, unstable link rune, and that'll help you craft a random magic link rune. So it's always random. So you want to be careful. If anything here you want to keep, don't throw it away. Just keep it and wait till you get something like an unstable link rune to do it. And then once you're done with these, and you're not really crafting runes anymore, the last thing you're probably going to be crafting is your chaos cards. You get higher tiers. And the charms. You just throw 3 charms in and hope that you get a charm that you're looking for. Say you didn't want Leo's, but you were looking for something that goes with like maybe a toxic flame build or something. Most people with that are probably going to be using Vespers. And you're going to hope that with Vespers you get something that actually helps your build. Which I'm not sure if I have anything here. But that's the main things. So just sit there and use your link runes, do the skill runes, make your potions, and don't worry too much about this while you're leveling until you get to endgame, and then look up what runes that you want. And don't forget you have that in-game option. You go to your item compendium and your rune compendium here, and you can look at all the skills that you have and skills that you may want to get. And down here you'll see skills you can only get through synthesis, such as these more powerful skills here. And last but not least, one thing people wonder is, how do I get any of those items for the synthesis? Well, donate to your guild. And then visit the guild base, which it looks like I can't do from party. But you visit your guild base and you will be able to buy different items from the peddler that turn into things such as the unstable link rune that I was just showing you right here. So if you don't know how to get things like this, you can get 1 daily from your guild peddler. Use that, throw it into your alchemist, and there you go. Anyway, hopefully that helps with some of the crafting, what you're going to want to do with crafting, and kind of what to do when you're leveling. When you get to higher level, that's when you want to roll and try to get stats that are going to actually help you. Try to get every single stat to help you. Hit rating does not help me here. In that case, I sometimes will switch over to a different piece of gear that just gives me nothing but stats that I actually use. And don't forget, the biggest thing with all your crafting, even if you don't get any good crafting and you just are abysmal at it all day, at least you'll level up your masteries here. Your masteries will increase your damage or your armor and whatnot significantly. So go ahead and craft as much as you can and level up your mastery here. Don't craft just for the sake of leveling your mastery though, because you're going to use up all your mats. So just craft and you will get mastery points. They will help you get stronger. So the game kind of has something to help you get stronger no matter what you're doing. Anyway, hopefully that helps people, and that helps you realize what to do with crafting, and helps you level up. It's not really an advanced guide for advanced crafting, just something to show you, hey, here's what you can do to level up real quick without wasting all of your materials. And then the last thing that there is that a lot of people get confused about is what to do with your skill runes, or skill runes that do things like this, like flamethrower. I'm not using this, but it dropped with 5 links on it. So what can I do with the 5-linked flamethrower that you're not going to use? Well, you can take it and you can disassemble it, and you're going to get yourself a Trom's crystal piece and an exclusive Rune Candor essence piece. Once you get 10 of these, or 3 of them, you can make a Rune Candor essence. So that's pretty nice. Or, let's say you don't have a 5-link ability yet, and you wanted to turn it into a 5-link. Well, you can go over here. I believe it's in here somewhere. is it here? Yeah, transfer rune. Okay, so you can transfer runes. In this case, let's say you want to make an abyssling with 5 links, but you only had the 3 link. As you see, I put the 5 link ability in here, and I put the abyssling in here, and now you have a 5 link abyssling. You can do this with any kind of runes. The problem with this that you might run into is if your main ability has been leveled up in its quality, you will not be able to do this here. So in this case, if the abysslings had been changed to rare quality or magic, then when I put this 5 link in here, I wouldn't be able to actually transfer it over. So whenever you're trying to do your main ability and you want to try to use a different ability to do the link, make sure that you don't level the quality of this ability up. And I'll show you what that means. So make sure that you don't take, for instance, your abyssling to rare quality here, where it's yellow, because the only thing that can interact with this now is other yellow skill runes. That's something that when leveling I didn't really understand and took a little bit to figure out. Anyway, that's going to be the main things for all your skill runes, what to do with them, what to disassemble, what not to disassemble, and kind of what you're looking to do. I might make a guide on what is useful for advanced crafting, and maybe even what to do in the auction house, but we'll see on that. So hopefully this will help you guys.